You are going to spend 40 years earning money. And nobody ever taught you how it actually works. Not your teachers, not your parents, not your school. And that silence is costing you. Right now. Today, this video fixes that. In the next 13 minutes, you will understand money better than most adults twice your age. Stay until the end. The last 2 minutes are the most important thing I will say. Let us start with the truth nobody tells you. Money is not real. That is not a metaphor. That is literally what it is. A dollar bill has value only because people agree it does. Nothing backs it. Nothing guarantees it. If society stopped believing in the dollar tomorrow, it would be worthless paper by next week. What makes money powerful is shared trust. That is it. That is the whole secret. Now, your first paycheck. The moment you receive your first paycheck, you will feel something unexpected. Confusion. Then frustration, because the number in your account will be smaller than the number you were promised. That difference is taxes. Taxes are not theft. They are the price of an organized society. Now here is where most people's financial lives are decided. And most people never even know it is happening. Interest is the single most powerful force in your financial life. It works silently, in both directions, every single day. Simple interest is straightforward. Borrow $1,000 at 10% annually. You owe $100 per year. Predictable. Manageable. Compound interest is a completely different animal. Compound interest charges you on the original amount and on the interest you have already accumulated. It grows on itself. And it does not stop. Here is what that looks like when it works against you. You carry $1,000 on a credit card at 20% annual interest. You miss one payment. Your balance becomes $1,200. Next month, interest is calculated on $1,200, not $1,000. The debt expands. Miss another payment and it expands again. What started as $1,000 quietly becomes $2,000, then $3,000, without you buying a single additional thing. Now here is what compound interest looks like when it works for you. $1,000 invested at 7% annual return. You add nothing. You do nothing. In 10 years it becomes nearly $2,000. In 30 years it becomes over $7,000. In 40 years it becomes nearly $15,000. From $1,000. That you never touched. This is not magic. It is math. And it works for anyone who starts early enough. If you are paying interest, eliminate it as fast as humanly possible. If you are earning interest, protect it. Feed it. And never touch it. Now let us talk about the 3-digit number that will quietly affect your life for decades. Your credit score. This number runs from 300 to 850. It determines whether you get approved for an apartment, a car loan, or a mortgage. It determines the interest rate you pay on all of those things. A bad credit score can cost you tens of thousands of dollars in extra interest over a lifetime. 5 things determine your score. Payment history is the largest factor. Pay every bill on time, without exception. Credit utilization is the second factor. Keep the amount you owe below 30% of your total available credit. Here is the mistake almost every student makes. They avoid credit entirely because they do not want debt. And then they discover they have no credit history at all. No history means no score. No score means no approval. A credit card used once a month for a small purchase and paid in full immediately builds history without building debt. Start that habit now. Your future self will thank you. Here is the variable that matters more than all others combined. Time. A 22-year-old who invests $200 per month will retire with more money than a 32-year-old who invests $400 per month. The younger investor contributes less total money. But a decade of compound growth makes up the difference and then some. You do not need a high income to build wealth. You need time and consistency. Now here is the final truth. The one I promised you at the beginning. Knowledge is not your problem. You just absorbed more financial education than most people receive in a lifetime. But information alone changes nothing. The people who build real financial stability are not smarter than average. They are more consistent than average. They paid their bills on time when it was inconvenient. They left their investments alone when the market dropped. They stayed with one income strategy long enough to actually learn from it. Most people fail financially not because they lack the right information, but because they knew what to do and still did not do it consistently. You now know what to do. Pick one thing from this video. Do it this week. Not next month. This week. Build the credit score. Open the investment account. Learn the one skill. Pay off the interest. One action. This week, that is how it starts. If this video helped you, share it with one person who needs it. Most people around you are guessing about money. You no longer have to.